ASMR world. In today's video, we're going to be talking football news. Let's write the title here. There we go, transfer rumours. So some of this will be rumours, some of it will be deals that have actually happened since we last did one of these videos. So what I'll do is just write random names around this bubble in the middle and some random clubs, and we'll join up the dots, okay? So to speak. Welcome back to the channel, by the way, guys. Hit that thumbs up whilst you wait for me to sort this out. It's been quite a busy week of transfers and rumours. I'm not too sure if this is going to work at the minute the way I'm doing it, but we'll give it a good go. Okay, let's see how this is looking now, up from above. Okay, I've just zoomed in slightly, so you can maybe see some of the words and names we've written down, or wrote down rather, a little bit easier. Right, so this is just off the top of my head, the rumours and links and stuff I've heard in the last few days. There will be quite a few I've missed off, unfortunately. I'm just getting some more pens with it. Right, let's start off with an easy one. Where are we at? Okay, we're missing a team. It's not good, is it? It's not a good start. Okay. We have Rafael Varane has signed, or about to sign a deal with Man United. Apparently, the fee has been years out of him. You know, he's 28, I believe now. You get 3 good years. Manage him sensibly. You don't have to play him in the Carabao Cup. You don't have to play him away at a Norwich necessarily. You know, you can play your Victor Lindelofs in some of these games. You get every buys. Save him for the Champions League. Save him for the bigger Premier League games. It'll be easy, an easy transfer at the end of it if you get 2 or 3 good years out of him. For how cheap it actually cost us when you consider Ben White, who I've actually forgot to add to this, but I apologise. He's gone for 50 million to Arsenal. Okay, he's only 23. If you get 10 years out of him, it's only 5 million in a season. I get that. But he's not proven. Varane has won how many Champions Leagues? I think 4. I might be wrong. Ben White has played for England once or twice. So I'm going to go with Varane on this one. We've gone for youth in Wan-Bissaka, etc. Now, and Sancho. It's time to go for experience now and quality. World Cup winner. Is he European Championship winner for Varane? I believe so. I can't remember every bloody thing he's won, but it's pretty impressive. Next, we have Chelsea, and they are willing to sell Tammy Abraham, and he is being linked. This one's going to get confusing. Gonna go around this way. Tammy is being linked with Arsenal and West Ham. That's worked out quite well, to be fair. Yeah, Tammy Abraham is being linked with Arsenal and West Ham. It could be used as leverage in a deal for Declan Rice. Chelsea have been linked with Rice. It's going to cost you a lot of money, but if you're throwing Tammy Abraham, not as bad. Arsenal apparently want Tammy Abraham on a loan deal, an initial loan, whereas Chelsea want the money. Abraham was unlucky a little bit. I think if Chelsea had had their transfer embargo when Frank Lampard first took over, then Tammy Abraham doesn't get the chance he got. But they did have it, and he did get his chance. And he didn't do too bad. But he's not been prolific, though last season he still was joint top scorer at Chelsea, I think with 12 goals, despite only starting about 5 or 6 games under Thomas Tuchel. Out of the 2 clubs, I could see him at West Ham rather than Chelsea. We're going to highlight the clubs that I think deals can be done with certain players for. So with Varane, he's obviously going to be joining United as long as he passes his medical. Next we have Paul Pogba. So Man United have Paul Pogba currently. He is being linked with a move. How can we get around there? Let's go through this line. To PSG. Paul Pogba to PSG. They're talking about 50 million quid. Now bear in mind, at the end of this season, he'll be worth nothing in the respect of his contract will run out. I think he has 1 year left on his deal. Or at the end of this season he has 1 year left on it, so he might have 2 on there at the minute. If PSG really want him, they will get him. I believe that. This isn't the PSG of 2 or 3 years ago, or whenever it was, when it was like, yeah, we don't really want to go there and just playing an average French league. Now they have the likes of Neymar, Mbappe, Di Maria, Ramos, Donnarumma in there, and they have one of the strongest teams in Europe, in my opinion. I believe this deal might very well happen. I don't think United will stand in his way if PSG offer 50 or 60 million quid. I think United would be daft to not take it, let him go and move on to a player who actually wants to be with us. Next we have Brian Gill, and he has signed for Tottenham this seen him play. He was on loan last season, I think at USCO or somewhere like that in Spain. He likes to take on his defender, hit the fullback and beat them to the line, get a crossing. Sounds like an exciting addition. And when you consider Lamelo's only a bit part player for the last few years, it makes sense that Tottenham have done this deal now. Next we have Chelsea and their player Timo Werner, and he is being linked this week with, I'll go around the top here, a move to Bayern Munich. Now, I don't think too many Chelsea players, or fans rather, would be disappointed to see Timo Werner leave. If they recouped a big chunk of their money, I could definitely see them letting him go and then using that to fund a deal for another player on here. I think if Bayern come in for Werner, then they could get him. I reckon Timo Werner would like to go back to Germany, where he was settled at Leipzig. Maybe he regrets that Bayern didn't come in for him when Chelsea did. And Bayern have to look at the fact that Lewandowski is now 32 years old. If Chelsea were to sell Werner, they would then use that money potentially to fund a deal for Erling Haaland, who has been linked with a move for 150 million or something like that. He was reported coming out, and then, well, I saw an interview of him where he came out and said, I hope that's not true because it's a lot of money for one person. He didn't say he hopes it's not true because he wants to stay at Dortmund. Though he did say, look, I've got 3 years left on my deal, it's a long time. So maybe he's not looking to move yet, or he's just not looking to move to Chelsea potentially. With his dad being a former Man City player, that might be what he's looking at doing, going to Man City. We have Axel Tuanzebe, who will reportedly sign a new deal with Man United this week before moving on loan potentially to Newcastle. We're going to highlight some of the players' names so we know that we've covered them, so don't get confusing. Yes, Axel Tuanzebe has been linked with a move to Newcastle on loan. I personally think that would be a very good move for him. He had a full season with Villa, don't forget. That's in the Championship. Villa came up, United took him back. He's been at United for the last 2 seasons on loan, so in and around the first team, and maybe he can move to Newcastle and get a full season under his belt under Steve Bruce would be the best thing for him. So yeah, I could see this happening, especially with Varane coming into United. United also obviously have Eric Bailly, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire. There won't be much game time for an Axel Tuanzebe. I'm sure they'll have another young kid who can play if we come short, or we'll stick a Matic or McTominay back there if things get desperate. But it's better to have Axel Tuanzebe get a full season of football under his belt. Next we have Toby Alderweireld. I forgot to write this here, put it there. He has moved to a club in Dubai. I think they're in Dubai. I can't remember apologies everyone. By all accounts, the deal is worth 13 million to Tottenham, which, that's alright. I mean, it's not as much as he was worth when United were being linked with a 40 or 50 million pound move a couple of years ago. But for a player who's getting on a little bit, they are apparently after the lad from Atalanta, I forget his name now, as well as being linked with another player on here. So I can see why they're selling Toby Alderweireld, but I would rather see a Davinson Sanchez go over Toby, to be honest. So we'll have to see how that goes. I do think Sanchez will be sold on in this window potentially. It is part of the deal for the Atalanta player. Atalanta rather. That still leaves Tottenham short in defence. To be fair, they were short anyway. Without Jan Vertonghen, they never replaced him. Joe Rodon is one for the future. I suppose he could step in now, but I don't feel he'll be good enough at the minute. So they're going to be relying on this bloke they signed from Italy, plus maybe Eric Dyer. That doesn't bode well. They signed a couple of players in central defence. Next we have, where's Chelsea at? There they are. We'll try and get to Chelsea here. We have Bettinelli, the former Fulham goalkeeper. He was on loan last season with Middlesbrough. He played 42 games, I believe, and yet he has just signed with Chelsea to be their third choice keeper. Out of all the deals on here and all the deals you'll see going through in this window, this could be one of the most ridiculous ones yet, in my opinion. Right, okay, he's gone from Middlesbrough, I get that. He's gone from playing for Middlesbrough to being a goalkeeper for the Champions League winners and current holders. He is 29 years old. He's gone from being first choice at Middlesbrough last season, first choice at Fulham 2 or 3 years ago, to being third choice behind Edouard Mendy, who's right here on this Adrenaline XL card I opened a little bit ago. And he's going to be behind Kepa Arrizabalaga. He's third choice now at Chelsea. That's a stupid mistake on his part, if you ask me. Next we have a player from Atletico Madrid, Sol Niguez, I think that's how you say his name. He has been linked in the past with Man United. In this window has been linked with a move to Barcelona with Griezmann going the other way. He's now been linked with Liverpool today. I don't know if Liverpool necessarily need him or would pay that sort of money for him. I read recently that Liverpool weren't interested in spending money. In this window, due to COVID and how it's affected their club, but they'll definitely need to spend to keep up with the likes of City, Chelsea, Man United, etc. I'm just not sure if they'll go and spend one player, because I don't think you're getting him for anything less than 60 million quid from Atletico Madrid. I can see more likely they go for somebody a little bit cheaper. Maybe somebody in the Premier League currently, a lower team, but like they did with Shota. They didn't go out and spend 100 million on a Haaland, etc. They went out and got Shota for 30 to 40 million, and he came and it was brilliant for them. Next we have Chelsea being linked with Jules Koundé, but they're not the only team to be linked with him. As I seen yesterday, Tottenham were also linked for Jules Koundé, rather than Koundé. French international, played in the Euros, won the, did he win something with Sevilla last season? no, they didn't win anything last season, did they? I don't think, but very good player. Sevilla, very good team. Apparently he's one player they want to keep hold of if they can, while letting go of Brian Gill and one or two others. They're happy to do. By all accounts, they're not happy to let go of Jules Koundé and want to try and do their best to keep hold of him. So it'll be interesting to see if that happens. Apologies guys, we have a fly in this bloody room. It's making a racket. Right, next, the last one we have here is the Italian hero from the Euros, Chiesa. And he has been linked with a move to Manchester City. Now, I'd heard the name Chiesa, obviously, at Juve. Unfortunately, TV isn't the way it used to be, where you got all the leagues on your channels. We used to get the Italian matches on, I think, on BT Sport, but I think they have them now. So I don't get to watch much of Juve unless it's in the Champions League. So when I saw Chiesa for Italy, I was like, what a player. I think he's the one player Juve would resist selling to Man City. Ronaldo's getting on. Chiesa is Italian. He's a ready-made superstar. Look how they kept Del Piero for so many years. And he's only 23, Chiesa. I really don't see him leaving or even pushing for a move. He's absolutely loved to bits, I believe, in Italy. And I can see him sticking around there for quite a while yet. Also, I just don't think he's what Man City need at the minute. Man City currently need a striker. They do not need another attacking midfielder. Though, honestly, I have to say, I think Chiesa is probably a lot more than just an attacking midfielder. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like the way I've done it this time, let me know in the comments and we'll do some more like this because I think it looks pretty fun. I like how colourful it is. Guys, take it easy. I'll see you again very soon. Bye.